I just spilled it. That wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, so the point of this video was to find out if I am an awkward person, as you can tell from the title, and right away, before I even start the video, I spilled coffee on myself. This isn't looking good. Hey guys, how's it going? I've been struggling to answer a question for a while now. I've been told by several of my closest friends on multiple occasions that I'm an awkward person. Okay, I'll admit that I have had awkward moments on occasion throughout my life. I mean, who hasn't? There may be even one particularly awkward moment that I have been reminded of every single time I see these friends. It happened one time, I couldn't communicate, I just couldn't. Okay, here's the story. So I'm back in high school and we are going to a soccer tournament in Egypt. And the way it worked is we would go and stay with a host family from that country and go to the school and play the tournament. Me and my friend were staying with this one host family and it was rather uncomfortable. Okay, let's be straight up. It was completely awkward. It was awful. So we talked to our other friends who had another host who was great and we're like, do you mind if we like hang out with our other friends so we can all be together? And she's like, yeah, no problem. So all we had to do was tell our original host that, you know, we were gonna go stay with our other friends. Nothing personal, no big deal. We just had to let her know. My friend says there's absolutely no way she's gonna do the talking. It's uncomfortable, she doesn't wanna do it. And I'm like, I have people skills. I can totally communicate. I got this. So we walk up to our host and I'm like, hey, listen, we need to talk to you about something. She says, okay, what's up? And then I go, nothing happens. So my response is basically, I take a step to the side, put my hand out and gesture to my friend. She looks at me with a very uncomfortable look, steps up and handles the situation. Until this day, I have not been able to live this down. Yes, it was an awkward moment, but does that make me an awkward person? I hope not. That's why I'm gonna take an online quiz. Okay, let's do this. I would also like to point out the fact that it is about 1 o'clock in the morning and I have had a cup of coffee, a cup of coffee and a popsicle, and just listen to some rocking down. Forget it, let's do the quiz. How socially awkward are you? Question number 1. It's time to leave a party. Do you give the entire room a wave and say bye everyone? Absolutely not. Seek out people you know best, say goodbye to them and make plans to meet up again. I like that. Mumble a few half-hearted farewells before making for the door. Slope off without saying a word to anyone, thereby avoiding a hug, awkward handshake. No. I would do the second one. Go find my peeps and be like, hey guys, bye, sorry I just said the word peeps. Number 2, you find yourself sharing a lift with a work colleague you don't know very well. Do you inquire enthusiastically about their life outside work? No. Do you engage in chit chat about the weather? Stare at the floor, maintain absolute silence at all costs? Or accidentally break wind, rehearse the incident obsessively in your mind for the next 20 years. I never break wind. I want to stare at the floor. However, I feel like it would probably be good to do a little weather chit chat, you know, looks like it might rain today. Number 3, leaving work you spot a colleague walking just ahead of you on the street. Do you speed up, say hi, enjoy a companionable chat all the way to the bus stop? Pretend you haven't seen them, slow your walking pace so as to put distance between you, or turn around and walk in the opposite direction, tripping over your shoelaces in the process. I'm a rather graceful person, I'd like to think, so I don't think I would trip. I would not speed up to initiate the conversation. If we happen to like pass, I'd be like, hello. So I would probably slow the walking pace a little bit. You're getting a haircut. Do you chat to the hairdresser the entire time? No. Exchange a few words for politeness sake and then lapse into cheerful silence. Ostentatiously read a book, magazine, or stare at your phone. Or close your eyes and pretend to sleep. I would do the simple chit chat and then sit in silence. Just let the silence completely engulf the situation. Number 5, you realize you're walking the wrong way down the street. Do you turn around and correct your mistake? Who cares what people think? Pretend to tie your shoelaces before turning back. Give your phone a purposeful glance so as to communicate to any observers, this text changes things, I must turn back. Or duck into the nearest shop and kill time until all possible onlookers have moved on. I would straight up just turn around. I would look like an idiot who doesn't know where they're going for a split second, but you know what? I can live with that. I vlog in public. I really don't care what people think. Number 6, you are called upon to introduce someone at a party, but you realize you can't remember their name. I am terrible with names. Do you be honest, say straight away, I'm so sorry I've forgotten your name, make a wild guess, fudge it, address the person as fella or mate, or just run out of the room and never explain? Well, the last one would make me look like a crazy person. If I made a wild guess, I would probably get it completely wrong. Like, what if his name was Mark? And I was like, oh, Here, everybody, this is perfidious snatch. That would just be terrible. So I would just honestly be like, I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name. Let the awkwardness be there for a slight second and then move on with my life. Number 7, you get stuck talking to someone boring at a party. Do you flash a charming smile and say, lovely to meet you, but I really must circulate? Do people really say circulate? Pretend you need to go to the loo and excuse yourself. Start sighing loudly and checking your watch, hoping they'll get the message and leave you alone. That is rude. Leave abruptly, muttering something vague about going through a lot of stuff at the moment. I would tell them I need to go to the bathroom and then go. Because I feel like that's pretty believable. Nobody's gonna question you, and if they do, that's weird. Just trust that they gotta go. Number 8, you're out for dinner with friends and everyone is telling jokes. It's your turn. Do you effortlessly recall a humdinger and recite it flawlessly, sending everyone into hysterics? I don't know any good jokes. Mumble something about not being a joke-telling kind of person. That sounds like me. Start telling a joke, realize the mounting horror that you've forgotten how it ends, or burst into tears hoping to divert the topic of conversation. Well, bursting into tears will definitely divert the topic of conversation to, do you need help? So I'd be like, no, sorry, not a joke teller. Number 9, after concluding business with a client, you say goodbye, only to realize you were walking in the same direction. You know what's worse than that? When you're walking down a hallway and you see somebody really far back and you wave too soon. And then there's just that never-ending moment where you're walking closer and you occasionally make eye contact, but then you quickly look away because you're like, what do we do? We've already waved. We're too far to say anything to each other. Do we pretend like we didn't see each other in the first place and then wave when we get closer? Do you continue the conversation, shifting smoothly from business to non-work topics? Pretend you've left your phone behind and head back to the office. Walk the other way, thereby inconveniencing yourself and ruining your commute, or let out a guttural wail of despair. Maybe do the phone thing. Be like, yeah, oh shoot, I gotta go, check, and yeah. Last one, number 10. You greet a friend by going in for a hug and they extend a hand. Do you make light of the confusion? Ah, it's no big deal. Work out a complex maneuver that combines a handshake with a hug and make it look deliberate. Say, well, this is awkward, or kill yourself. That's a little extreme. I would definitely say, well, this is awkward, because I say that a lot. Oh, here we go, guys. Oh, I'm nervous. Okay. You are moderately socially awkward. Occasionally situations faze you, but you generally have a strategy for dealing with them. I agree! So there you have it! I am a normal functioning human in society that has occasional awkward moments. I'd like to think that all of us are kinda like that. I mean, have I used awkward turtle? Yeah. Have I used awkward palm tree? Have I even created my own awkward signal for when my friends and I are in an uncomfortable situation? Possibly. Awkward jellyfish. But does that mean I'm awkward? Well, this is awkward. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. Do you consider yourself a socially awkward person? Let me know in the comments below. And tell me some of your most awkward situations that you've encountered. I'd love to hear about them. Make me feel a whole lot less weird about myself. I'll talk to you guys on Friday. Bye!